What you're going to try to do is you're trying to hit the learning targets of showing the influence of physical geography on your topic and the influence of cultural geography on your topic. And I'm wondering if you're getting confused on the questions because of that word, your topic, right? So let's not think of the word, your topic. Let's think of it as your topic. So who's having trouble with the questions? Like understanding how to get the research into the questions, okay? Who's struggling with that? So Maria, what's your topic?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's...
The Crusader Castle?
I have the Crusader Castle.
It's the...
What is it?
It's Simon, I think.
What is it?
Asylum or something.
Is it Sufism?
Yeah.
Sufism?
Yeah.
Okay. That one's, and Faith, what was your topic?
Damascus.
Okay, let's use Damascus as the example, okay? Okay, so let's think of this as, okay, so you want to explain the relationship between cultural geography and Damascus. So cultural geography is made up of all of these things. So you may have on your blog a text box for each, not each one, but a couple of these things. So in Damascus, it's really important about how art has played out in Damascus, how we see examples of Islamic art throughout Damascus, right? So the relationship there is how Damascus has influenced art, and art has influenced Damascus. There's a paragraph right there, and that paragraph goes right inside a text box on your blog. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And for Damascus, now it was the capital of the Islamic Empire, right? So there's going to be a lot of information there about government and maybe even wars for Damascus. So how did government and wars affect Damascus? Why was Damascus chosen as the capital? So there's, you have an answer?
Yeah.
So that's that, so that in itself might be another text box on your blog, a paragraph about Damascus and government, right? And now that would give you 2 on cultural geography. Now when I come back to the rubric, is that explaining the influence of cultural geography clearly? Maybe you want 1 more to make it 3, depending on how big and beefy your paragraphs are, Faith. Does this make sense? Okay. So then when we look at physical geography in Damascus, well, Damascus is a city. It has a specific location and position. There's a reason that they changed the capital from Mecca to Damascus, right? There had to be a strategic reason. That didn't happen randomly. So there's your paragraph right there on location and position and how the location and position affected Damascus. Because of the location and position, Damascus became the capital. That's the influence of physical geography on the city of Damascus. Then there's something maybe about climate or about location near the ocean or location near the trade routes. That is physical geography. So let's talk about Damascus and its place in the trade routes. That's physical geography's influence on Damascus. So now you've got 2 text boxes here, right? We have one for location and position in terms of the capital, and we might have another one that's location and position in terms of trade routes. And now we're showing how physical geography has influenced Damascus. Does that make sense? Okay. And now here we had text boxes on art and a text box on government and maybe wars. And now we're talking about how cultural geography influenced Damascus. And now we have 4 text boxes in our blog. Are we hitting these targets of explaining how physical geography influenced your topic and explaining how cultural geography influenced your topic?
Yes.
Yes. Now you're showing me that you understand how geography in general influences an idea. And that could be the same if this says Sufism. Now Sufism itself is an idea. But how does religion influence Sufism? Sufism is a branch of Islam, right? So there's totally a text box happening there. Anybody else have questions about their topic and how it plays out? Okay. You see how it can be different depending on what's written over here, right? This is a place, so that might be easy to hit physical geography. But now when we put Sufism and physical geography, that's harder, where Sufism has lots of hits up here. So Casper, you had a question?
My topic is the Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
I get like the physical geography part, but like I didn't really find much information about like the art and stuff.
Okay, so maybe art wasn't a big idea, but what about advances in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics during the Ottoman Empire? The role of the Ottoman Empire in wars, especially what we consider the world wars, modern wars, that's huge, right? The transition of government of the Ottoman Empire, especially as the Ottoman Empire fell, is all about cultural geography. The clothing of the Ottoman Empire, a lot of the pictures we have in our head of Turkey today and the clothing of Turkey today, cultural clothing of Turkey today, is the Ottoman Empire. So that would be art, is clothing. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How did religion play out in the Ottoman Empire? When you're talking about an empire, you hit almost all of these. You could have a text box for all of these in your Glog. All right? So your number one priority today is to get these text boxes done, because this is your grade on the Glog. It's nice to have titles. It's nice to have little arrows pointing to maps that blink, right? But this is your grade. This is the priority.